Hey guys, welcome back to Elune. Got some things to go over for you today, but before we get started, let me just tell you, if you're looking to take your account from 0 to 100 with Elune, if you're looking to learn the best strategies, or if you want to learn about the most recent events and how to get the most out of them, then like, subscribe, and if you want to be the real MVP, hit the bell button so I can keep you informed and keep you up to date on what's going on. So with that being said, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. I'm going to be going over at least 3 things today and probably going to branch off into some rabbit trails for you. I'm going to go over some air battle and some air battle strategies. I'm going to be going over the current event that is going on right now in the game, and it's going to be going on. We have one that is happening right now, going to be going on from August 8th to August 21st. So you still have plenty of time to catch up on this, even though I'm a little bit late getting the news out there for you. It's the Starship launch event. Going to be going over some things there. Also going to be going over the summoning event that's going on for Alvida, and we're going to be touching on Alvida, her skills, and the fake news that is surrounding her. It started out before she even dropped in the game. So let's go ahead and get started on this new event that's out right now, the Starship launch event. Guys, if you go into your special event, you'll see the Starship is here. And I'm mentioning this, I know a lot of people probably know about it already. However, I've had a few people that I've had to kind of walk through because they didn't even know that this was occurring. We have these events in the bottom left corner. You have Caroline and you have Victoria, okay? Those are down there. You need to click on them and then go on the left hand side where it says go into the adventure. It will take you there. As you do the adventure, you will get the points and you will complete the adventure, and you can eventually get all of these things that are over here on the right hand side, which include, this is very important, which include the seeds. Can get debuffer seeds. Let's see, she offers debuffer seeds, and I think it's the DPS seeds. Okay, so you can get debuffer seeds and DPS seeds. Very important that you're completing these events. You have plenty of time. I believe that you're going to be able to make it before time is up. You should be able to. I got started right away, so I know that I'm going to make it, and I'm almost certain that with it not ending until August 21st, you should have plenty of time to get that done. However, it is time gated. Notice the refresh standby. I got 4 hours left before I can go back in and start working on another adventure. So, with that being said, you collect those things as you complete the adventures, but you're also going to be collecting parts as you're completing those adventures, and how you turn those in is by going here. This pops up also when you first log into the game, but you go here to the Starship launch event, and you actually, if you click on him whenever you first log in, then you have the option to donate your repair tools here. You need to be doing this because it's going to be giving you quite a few things that are going to help you progress through the game. So I'm going to confirm on this, and for whatever reason it only lets you donate 10 at a time. But notice all the things we're getting as we donate the tools. And if you donate the tools to repair his ship, then eventually you will get the BJ necklace, which is gear score 43, the BJ ring, gear score 43, and the 4-star Baron, which is an epic hero. So all of those things are achievable. I don't recommend taking a 4-star Baron up to 6 stars and using those seeds to do that. However, it is a nice little reward. So with that being said, and moving on to the next thing, we're going to be talking about, actually let me talk about Alvida, because it's going to lead into some air battle. So first of all, guys, if you're playing Elune, you know that it's a very free-to-play friendly game. And let me tell you how free-to-play friendly it is. All right, since the event has dropped, I have not spent any money on the game. No money has been spent on this game since the event dropped. I have had 2 Alvidas drop for me, and I have also been able to go ahead and take Alvida. Let's go into details. I've also been able to go ahead and take Alvida into Transcend 1. So she's +1 right now, because I had those 2 drop for me. Now, how did I get those 2 to drop for me? Well, as you progress through the game, what I was doing was I was not collecting my rubies. And there's a couple of ways that you can do that, but you'll notice that little red dots pop up as you play the game. If you click on those little red dots, then there is something going on there. It's probably going to give you some type of reward. All the red dots that were showing up in my index, I did not collect. I waited until this event dropped, and then I was like, you know what, it would be nice to have quite a few rubies right now, and I collected. I went here and I would collect. I believe there's a button still here. Yeah, it says claim all. I claimed all. I don't know how many rubies out of that, but quite a few. So if you guys didn't know about that, then I hope that helps. If you did know about it, I know, okay? I'm sorry for giving you information that you already knew about, but I know there's somebody out there that did not know that, and they probably have some rubies that they have yet to claim. So congrats to them. This will help them get Alvida moving forward. Also, let me tell you how I first got Alvida. I spent some rubies in Summon, and I did not have any luck. All right, I think I spent about 600 rubies there, and I had no luck getting Alvida. And I noticed that my points up top, where it says total points, if you click on the question mark, it'll tell you 3,000 points will get you a 4-star epic Elune. All right, 6,000 points will get you a 5-star Elune legendary. Okay, I had 6,000 points at that point in time, and I had just hit it, and I said, okay, well, let me give this a shot and see who I get, because I don't have Fahrenheit also, which I'm going to get on that topic here in a moment, but I don't have Fahrenheit, and of course I would like Alvida so that I could do a review for you guys. So clicked on it, and there was Alvida. I got her. Awesome. So took her all the way up to level 60, used my seeds on her, and there we were. Well, about 2 days later, I had enough rubies still. I went ahead and I hit it a single summon, and when I did that, I had another Alvida come out. So very free to play friendly, guys. I have spent some money on the game, because if you're going to play a game like this, by all means, let's support them, because they are doing a great job at the game. But it is very free to play friendly. During this event, I've spent no money though. So with that being said, there has been some fake news around Alvida, right? Before she even dropped in the game, people were talking about how she was going to be game breaking. She is overpowered, OP. And the reason why is because she has some great skills, okay? And when they're maxed out, they're really good. They are really good. I'm not going to deny that. However, they are not game breaking, because Elune is a game where you collect heroes, aka Elunes, and you build them up by putting skill books into them and enhancing them and making them more powerful, putting better gear on them, and making them stronger. Are you going to be able to take Alvida into air battle or PvP and just own the entire team with just her? Absolutely not. You are not going to be able to do that. So she is not game breaking there. All right. Are you going to be able to take her into any other part of the game and be able to just defeat it without anybody else on your team? No, you're not. It's all about building a team of Elunes that work well together and winning. All right. So she is not game breaking regardless of what anybody has said about it. I do not agree with it. I don't believe in nerfs, especially on something that somebody has worked really hard on getting, because I could tell you that right now I have spent my skill books on Reeve. I have not spent my skill books on Alvida, because I need Reeve right now more than I need Alvida, and I need Reeve to be strong. So I'm not going to put all my skill books into her when I have other Elunes in the game that are necessary to my team. I've not been able to put Alvida into my PvP team and actually be very successful with her, because in order to do that, I had to take somebody else out that was already set up to win. So with that being said, let's get into the skills. Matter of fact, let's go back to info, and we'll go here to look at her skills. The reason why is because if we look at her skills from here, we can actually max them all the way out, and it'll tell us what it will be when we max it out. So the anchors away, it could hit a few targets rather than just one, and that's a great skill. Okay, that's not game breaking whatsoever. Let's go on to the special. This one animates a destructive rainstorm with various weapons to deal physical damage. Now let's max it out, and gives a weakening effect that reduces attack speed by 45% for 3 turns. Is that great? Yeah, absolutely, it's great. You have to put 6 skill books into this in order for it to be that great. All right. So anybody who has taken the time to earn those skill books and put them into this Elune deserves that. They deserve to have that work, because chances of her going first, slim to none. You want to know why? Because somebody that they're going to fight in PvP is going to have Fahrenheit. And if you have higher speed than he does, you're going to be provoked. You know what you can use when you're provoked? Her skill 1, her normal skill. You can't use this. And then you have to survive long enough so that you can actually use this or use her ultimate skill, which is Ruthless Bombard. Alright, let's max it up. It says, fires a reckless full salvo from all guns of the Dragonspire fleet to strike all enemies 14 times, dealing a total of whatever magic damage, and inflicts weakening effects that reduces attack by 80%. That's awesome. That's great. But you have to put the skill books into it in order to get it there. And is somebody going to do that? Absolutely. Probably somebody who pays to play the game. They're going to do that. And is she going to be great in PvP? Yes, she will. But it's not going to be just because of her that they win. It's going to be because they built a team around this. They built a team around her that helped her to survive that long, that allowed her to make that attack. So I could tell you, if we're going to talk about nerfs, then there are other Elunes in the game that you should be talking about before you start talking about the brand new one that didn't even hit the game. You have Weiwei, who's free-to-play friendly. You get her for free as you play the game, who gives you a humongous buff on your team. And she is almost necessary in PvP right now. Then you have Fahrenheit, who the only way to counter him is by having lower speed or surviving past the provoke that he puts on you if you have higher speed. I could take a naked Fahrenheit and put him in the game, and I would be able to probably progress way faster than what I already have because of how powerful he is. So I'm not going to even discuss the possibility of nerfing any Elune, because it's all about team and it's all about strategy. Whoever has the better strategy is going to win. Whoever has a better strategy and a good team built around that strategy is going to win the fight. It's not all about one hero. So let's not talk about the fake news of Alvida is overpowered. So, with all that being said, let's move on to the passives real quick. Basically, having a broad mind, the virtue of the fleet captain increases Alvida's attack by 5%. And if we... oh yeah, that one you don't skill it. By 5% up to 50% for each weakening effect on all enemies obtained at 2 stars. So once you get to 2 stars, you get this passive. And yeah, that's great. It works well with everything else. That's awesome. The Dignity of Noble Sky Pirate takes the wind out of the enemy cells, ignores enemy weakened resistance when attacking an enemy below 50% HP, and prevents them from gaining weakened tolerance even when weakened effects are successfully afflicted, obtained at 4 stars. Okay, so at 4 stars, you will open up this passive, and basically it says that you will not be able to become immune to weakening effects. Especially once you get, so weakening resistance when attacking an enemy below 50%. So, it's going to ignore their resistance if they have any. Passive 3. Raid and violence are the duties, life, and rights of pirates. Increase enemy soul consumption by 1 for each weaken effect that Alvida has obtained at 6 stars it's opened. Okay. So, I'm sorry, it's actually that Alvida has obtained at 6 stars. So, if she has a weakening effect on her, raid and violence are the duties, life, rights, increase enemy soul consumption by 1 for each weakening effect. So in other words, if they have hit her with a weakening effect, then as they use their souls it's going to increase their usage. So in other words, if they would normally use 1 soul, now they're going to be using 2 souls in order to complete one of their skills. So is she awesome? Yeah, she can be, absolutely. But is she game breaking? Absolutely not. So with that being said, I've got some PvP stuff that I wanted to show you and let you view. And again, like I was talking about, it's all about the team composition. And I'm just going to let some of these play at the end of the video. Guys, I'm looking to grow this channel, and I'm looking to keep you informed and help you grow as well in the game. I've got to buy school supplies for my kids. All right? Press that subscribe button and help me buy school supplies. I'm just kidding. This is not going to help me buy school supplies whatsoever. I don't make any money off of this. I'm just trying to help out the community and I'm trying to get my channel to grow. So, with that being said, I'm going to let you guys watch some videos. Pay no attention, by the way, to these losses right here. This is what happens when you put a level 20 Elune in the game and you don't realize it. I had swapped some things out and I put Stella in, but I thought I put my level 60 Stella in. However, I put my level 20 Stella in, and guess what? Her shield is not that good. I was getting destroyed by the teams. It took me like 3 tries to figure out that something is wrong. So here we are. I was trying to put Alvida in and it just was not working. So let's find a victory with Alvida and I'll let you guys watch that real quick. Guys, if you want to leave a comment and let me know if you want me to slow this stuff down for you whenever I replay it, I can. It's going to make the video longer. I don't know if you guys would remain interested in watching it if it was that long. I can do breakdowns of what's going on if I slow it down. Obviously, I cannot do a breakdown of what's going on if I keep it going this fast. So I was trying to use Alvida here, by the way. I wasn't, I could have won this fight earlier, but I just wanted to make sure that I was getting some gameplay with Alvida in. And I just like this guy. I think he's cool. That's the main reason why I'm using him. Now, their tank was tanky. Alright, that's that one. When we pushed into gold, I actually had to change my setup because I continued to go against Fahrenheit. And like I said, in going against Fahrenheit, it's difficult if you're trying to get your moves in early enough. Fahrenheit is just going to provoke you, and you can't do anything. So I just had to outlast the enemy team in order to get into gold. And how I did that was putting Stella in, who, by the way, is a rare. So a rare hero that's really good in the game is Stella. Absolutely, if you can level her up and put some books into her skills, then she will be worth it. She helped get me into gold. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be in gold right now. Once I pushed past that, I found quite a few people that I could actually battle and not have to worry about Fahrenheit so much. But for some reason, Fahrenheit was just plaguing my game. Like, he was just, I guess they were taunting me is what they were trying to do. So, 1,825 versus my 1,705. Notice, immediately, I'm provoked because I have speed. So, Reyna is just stuck with nothing, so I have to outlast. but I figure I'm going to buff my Reeve and let Reeve get some damage in. Now we switch back because we've got it. Provoke is off. Get some stun. And she doesn't even stun them, she just takes them down. I am determined to make that Owl dude, like, he's going to be the real MVP of my team somehow. I'm just determined to make that happen because he's one of the coolest looking characters that I think are in the game. So he gives some buffs, and later on, once I skill him up, those buffs are going to be awesome. Right now, they're just kind of basic, but anyhow, with that being said, I just really like him. I think he's cool. And that's that. So, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Is something that they say here in Texas, I know, and I'm sure it's from other places. Basically, what that means is there's more than one way to win at these battles, and I just wanted to give you guys some examples. I want to tell you that Alvida is not overpowered by any means. Did she change the game for me whenever I got her and even took her up to +1? No, she didn't change the game for me. Matter of fact, I can't even put her on my team right now and continue to win. So, I mean, she's not game breaking, so let's get the fake news out of there and just keep moving forward. Guys, once again, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you watching this video. If you're looking to take your account from 0 to 100 with Elune, if you're looking to stay up to date with what's going on, if you're looking to come up with some strategies to win in this game, then like, subscribe, and like I said, if you want to be the real MVP, hit that bell button so the next time I put out a video, I can keep you informed and maybe give you some advantage over everybody else. So, I appreciate you guys. Please help me grow this channel so I can keep doing what I'm doing, and we'll see you next time.